Mark goes to the movies. Mark goes to the movies. Mark goes to the movies. Long kick shout. Mark goes to the movies. Mark goes to the movies. Mark goes to the movies. Mark goes to the movies.
This is a goose. You listen to Mark Goes to the Movies. Huh? Maybe.
Hey guys, welcome to Mark Goes to the Movies, and this is Mark, your host. Just finished watching Hard Ticket to Hawaii. I'm gonna have to do some Wikipedia on this. I have no idea what I just watched. I was confused if it's supposed to be a sequel to something. Let's see. I'm typing in something differently. Hard Ticket to Hawaii. Thank God for Wikipedia, huh? Yeah. So the things I liked about it, I like the giant snake. It was the dumbest looking fucking snake there is. I like the guy. The guy used the rocket launcher for a lot of shit, like a lot of stuff. They used it way too much. Oh shit! This was on Tubi the entire time. I need to buy this. God damn it! It's like $20, which is a Mills Creek release, so it's not like it's an expensive release. Like, goddamn, dude, does make sense. It features several former Playboy magazine centerfolds. That makes a lot of sense because people were just taking their clothes off for no fucking reason. And I was like, hey, it's cool and all. Where's the plot? And they blew that guy up, and I was like, all right, it's cool. You got me on that one. Andy Sedaris is the guy that directed it. All right, so I'm gonna read you the plot. Doesn't show what it is. The snake ended up not being as big to the plot as I thought it was gonna be. Like they were like, oh yeah, there's a giant poisonous snake on the island, which I'm gonna have to look. I don't think I'm learning all kinds of stuff about Hawaii because I saw that movie Primate this year too, which also took place in Hawaii, and you realize there's no rabies on Hawaii because there's such strict shit on there. So two drug enforcement agents are killed on a private Hawaiian island. Donna and Taryn, two operatives for the agency, accidentally intercept the delivery of diamonds intended for drugs. Left Seth Romero, who takes exceptions and tries to get them back. Soon, other agency operatives get involved in a full-scale fight for the finish and shoes. Complicated here by the very dangerous snake. And yeah, see, the snake was like, that's the thing, these guys just showed up, and I guess they're like, so the one girl was in witness protection, and then because it just bounced around a bunch. Like, who the fuck were the people at the beginning of the movie? Like, it starts off and they're like, it's just a bunch of tan women taking their tops off. That's the whole fucking movie. And like some people, like they kept bouncing around from crew to crew, and like it didn't explain anything like who they were. It feels like the two guys in there were from another movie, and you're like, we were supposed to know that, like they were in there. But yeah, the guy with the rocket launcher was just like, I don't know. I'll describe the scene. It's pretty. It's the one I've seen it from. Scott told me about it, but I've seen the scene on Instagram, TikTok, or something. And the scene was the guy is like going down on a hill on a skateboard, upside down, and then he goes past his jeep with the two guys who are like doing karate on a boat, by the way. But they get called in to help out these people, and so the guy's going on a skateboard, goes down past them, and then he's like, "All right, yeah, that's them. I guess like how the fuck do they know who that guy is?" But he goes back up the hill, and he's like, "Oh shit, I guess he's gone." And then he comes back down again with a little blow up doll, and then pulls out a gun behind the blow up doll and shoots one of the guys. And doesn't do good enough to kill him, I guess. So they're like, "All right, we'll get him back." So they back up and then like hit him with a car, and he goes up in the air high enough where they shoot the fucking. He gets a grenade launcher and shoots it up and then blows him up, which was hilarious. That was pretty good. I also like the frisbee. where they're like trying to go on the island and shit, and there's one guard, and every day he gets distracted by this girl also playing frisbee, and this motherfucker's really into playing frisbee because he doesn't notice shit. He just like throw the fucking frisbee, like, dude. So he goes undercover or whatever, and tells the girl to get lost that he's the other guy's playing frisbee with, and again he doesn't notice any of this stuff. Pulls out multiple frisbees. Like the girl's frisbee's pink, throws it across the beach. Says, "Get lost, because I got a gun. Get out of here." And then just to make her sure she doesn't feel bad, she's like, "Hey, you got a nice ass." And then he's like, "Oh, so do you, Pilgrim." Like, all right, like I'm convinced this is like a softcore pornography movie in a lot of cases. But then they do the frisbee thing, and there's like a frisbee with razor blades in it, and like cuts them the fuck up. I don't know, but good job. Good job for making a plot that like I thought this was a lot older. It's definitely a low budget movie, but it was only 1987. 100 minutes. See, broke the 90-minute rule. It's supposed to be 90 minutes, especially for that one. And they kept mentioning Malibu Express. I wonder if Malibu Express is a sequel to Hard Ticket to Hawaii. Express sequel. Hard Ticket to Hawaii. I have a new microphone, by the way. I'm using the good ones today. Hawaii. Yeah, it is a sequel to Malibu Express, but they don't ever mention that. I was wondering, like, how I'm supposed to know who these people are because they're just throwing them out there. And yeah, apparently it's a sequel to Malibu Express. I should have watched that one first. Damn, Mark. Because they just threw these people in here, and I'm like, am I supposed to know who these people are? Rowdy is the cousin of Cody. Taryn has moved. Yeah. Yeah, Mark, you fucking idiot. Maybe do some maybe do some fucking research on your movies before you buy them. But it doesn't say you would even know. Like they would definitely introduce like, hey, you're supposed to know this woman's in witness protection, and the other woman's a police officer or some shit, or a federal agent, because you don't ever explain these guys being federal agents till the end. But anyways, yeah, they find diamonds on the island is what they're doing. I don't know. Movie was all over the place, and then there's like a scene where they're definitely like having sex. I don't know what she was doing to him, but like he was moaning and shit, and like the other guys could hear him. Like, what's the purpose of this movie, guys? There's a sequel to this one called Picasso Trigger. I wonder if they come back and explain the plot. A lot of swords too. That was pretty cool. I like the swords. I like the swords, the rocket launch. Also, they were carrying and they're doing like the siege to rescue one of their friends who got, I guess, woman napped because she's not a kid. She got woman napped, and yeah, they go in there with a fucking rocket launcher. Like, I don't know what the heck that's about. Uh, if someone gets blown up with a rocket launcher, it reminds me of what is that? Death Wish 3, where like the finale is he has a rocket launcher and he like shoots that guy out of the window and he blows up. Ugh. Yeah, so there's a sequel called Picasso Trigger. Doesn't say what it's about though. But yeah, it was an alright movie. I liked it. Um, the snake. I would like the. I guess they could. The snake had to be most of that budget. To be honest, the snake and explosions. I like explosions because they blew up the helicopter too. Like they're trying to get away in the helicopter, and then they're like, "Do you think it's the end?" And then like, "Oh shit, there was another guy, Seth. What happened to him?" And they realize that Seth is, I guess, going to stalk their friend. But I don't know. Uh, I gave it 3.5 stars. almost 4. I get 3.75 stars if I could. 4 stars is quite a bit. But it was enjoyable. I liked it. Good stuff. Uh, so thanks. I'm recording. He went back and forth. I gotta find another studio to record in. Riverside's not it. Like they want you. So again, I'm gonna go off on the podcast streaming stuff. So your RSS is like $16 a month. I do want to pay for that because that is what distributes all the podcast. Riverside is it just records there. It has my clips in there for Goose in doing his intros, and it has my theme songs. Well, the theme songs I also pay like $9 a month for it to make theme songs for me. Again, people are coming up about AI stuff, guys. I'm not rich at all to afford any of this stuff. So does that not mean I don't get any of this? Is because I use AI to make some of this stuff? Like, you should be more specific. If you're using AI and you're a huge company that can afford not to use AI, they can afford to make this stuff, to make theme songs and make it sound more professional and everything, then yeah, you should go fuck yourself because you're cutting costs and wasting job. I'm not ever going to be able to hire someone to make a theme song for me or make my art. The be fair, that only I buy, right? It's on T Public, but the only sales I have on my t-shirts are from me. That's it. No one else is buying the t-shirts, right? Who the fuck cares? For one, like actors aren't going to get replaced by AI. I'm sorry, not going to happen. Uh, People are just destined to hate this shit. Is it that big of a deal? No, right? Do I think it's funny the Iran army. I don't get political on this, but the Iran army is starting to do AI stuff, and like everyone's falling for it and everything. That's just really annoying, right? Because you don't know, like, am I supposed to believe in this shit? But like, those guys can't afford that stuff either. They can't afford a nuclear weapon. They had a clip today where they're in the war room and they're like talking about nuclear plans, but it definitely looks like it's AI. I don't know. Feels like it's a good tool though. Like, I would love to have like an animated opening. How much would an animated? Sorry, let me just ask Google how much an animated opening to a podcast costs. It bullshit doesn't cost $10. All right, I'm going to Fiverr. Oh wait, here's Reddit. Let's just go to Reddit. $400 to $4,000. Sorry guys, I don't have $400 to do an animated opening for 45 seconds to this. But ChatGPT could probably do it, and I pay them $20 a month. At some point, I think they canceled that their little service. But yeah, I would just like to do it for just more Instagram followers for a hobby, right? The money I make on this, I made like $7 on t-shirts. I'm gonna go to RSS right now. Let me see how many downloads I have. We're on the march to 100. Sorry, 100 episodes and 1,000 downloads. We want to get 1,000 downloads. 565. So it is the goal is the 22nd because that's my birthday. We have 16 days to get 450 downloads. Uh, I did talk to some people on these dating apps. That's why I do it now. I'm just looking. I'm probably not gonna find my future wife on any of these things anymore. I'm more focused on building this podcast because I have plans for it. If these things are gonna be around forever, I don't know. We're gonna get a little dark right here, real fast. But I remember when my mom would talk about when my grandma died, and she was talking about a little bit after time. First thing you forget is their voice. You don't remember. You forget what they talk about. If you don't, yeah, if you don't have a lot of recordings and all that stuff, then yeah, you're gonna forget their voice. I don't have too many pictures of myself, just ones that are from with celebrities and stuff. And you want to make sure you have lots of those. Like that's important. Right? I don't have any pictures with my mom. That's the weirdest thing. And they don't have any. I'm pretty sure I took them with my mother, and they're probably physically out there somewhere, or maybe they're not. But like, I have no pictures with my mom at all, or my grand. I have like one picture with my grandma. No idea where it's at, but I remember taking one with my grandma. None with my mother. That's crazy, right? So podcast will just be a way is that's your legacy, right? People can sit there and say, well, we don't know who kind of person Mark was. Oh shit, wait a minute. We have over 100 episodes. It's gonna be a lot more 100. We have like 1,000 episodes of his podcast where he recorded and what his thoughts were on movies. He's gonna live forever unless, you know, Spotify deletes me. But yeah, you can live forever. That's how it works. You're gonna have podcasts, all that shit. Like I think I'm done having kids. There's no fucking way. Almost free, guys. I'm almost free. It's funny, the people that will sit there and be like, "Oh, it's not so bad." It's like, "Yeah, you're stuck." But like, I'm almost out. Julie's got a year left before she becomes like an official adult out in the world. Peyton's pretty smart. Nothing Julie's like a little more book smart. Peyton's scary smart, where she's emotionally intelligent, and it's scary as shit. So she's like they're both almost adults, trying to get out, trying to be free. I was Saturday I took Peyton back, and then I had all day today to enjoy myself, and it's pretty nice. Not gonna lie, I got a dog. The dog keeps me from dealing with ghosts. I think if I was alone, ghosts would probably come get me. But because I have a dog, they know that something would sense it off. And there's like an alarm system, right? Even though he sleeps, 80% of the day, he's like an alarm. So he's gonna recognize stuff, you know. But where the fuck? Oh yeah. So this is my legacy to my children. Is that they'll never forget like dad, what did he sound like? Oh shit, he did a review of Hard Ticket to Hawaii where he talks about the movie that's basically soft porn pornography. My god, let's show our grandchildren that. I don't know if they're having kids or not. They don't want to have grandchildren. I don't think they want to have kids either, so I'm not have grandchildren. But it would take someone pretty special to talk me into having kids again. I'll say that. Jenna almost. I would have had kids with Jenna, but thank God that didn't happen. You know, that bitch. It's to the point now where I'm just like, not. I don't care about her feelings anymore. If she's ever gonna hear this, I've cut off all. I mean, been no contact in months. Right? She's all fucking around, probably getting drunk at a bar. But yeah, it's fine. Like that was my mistake. That was the only time I'll ever actually worry about being with someone, and then the money I spent to just to uh, try and make her feel most at home. That was a mistake. Worry about myself. Worry about the podcast and buying as many movies as I possibly can, seeing as many bands as I possibly can. Worry about you. The dating apps are terrible now. I think it's making everyone terrible. Like it's a race is what I've been telling people. Like you could be talking to like four or five people and it's like a match game where you're like, "All right, well, I'm just trying to get to know you." Oh, wait, someone's already taken a chance on you and they're willing to waste 6 months of their life getting to know you and pretending to I don't know, be in a relationship and shit. Whereas I'm like, hey, I only got a few more in these in me. About to turn 37. I don't want to be the 40-year-old people at the bar. This completely went off topic a lot from our ticket to Hawaii. These guys look pretty. I don't know. The women were kind of old in that movie, weren't they? You probably don't know. Oh yeah, it's my co-host. Someone to sit there and say, did you see that too? Did you see the snake? We're at 565 listeners. Guys, if I can get the 600 by this weekend, we'd still be way off our goal. Guys, if I can get 335 listeners in this week, would make my week, guys. We had 50 over the weekend. It just popped up yesterday, 50 listeners. It's crazy. Uh, and yeah, I'm gonna just try to drop more episodes during the week. I don't want to overdo it in the weekends, but 100 episodes would be cool. We have two goals, right? 100 episodes or 1,000 listeners, all by 422. Be very difficult to do either one of those, to be honest. It took a month. I don't even know, almost 2 months to do 50 episodes, because the gore episode was 50 episodes, and even I don't remember that because we were so tired. It was doing that after work. I kind of thought about doing some Halloween specials, recording those, because I love Halloween specials. I'll watch anything with any TV show that has a Halloween special. Big ones are Roseanne. Matter of fact, that's so I'll get into a personal story. The so one of the nicest things that anyone's ever done for me is when Jenna drove after work. She drove 6 hours down here to spend the weekend with me, even though I had to work Saturday. And I was like, man, that's the nicest thing anyone's ever done because the schedule was so messed up. And it was like, oh, you don't have to do that. And it was like, it was really nice. And then we watched the Halloween specials, the Roseanne Halloween specials, and no one ever does that. So if you want to know what kind of person I'm looking for, they're watching Halloween specials with me. That's it. It's the main thing you got to do. Will I have kids with you? Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, definitely not just selling for anyone anymore. 37 years old. We got to make this one right. Hopefully, though. Hopefully, I get those 365 listeners, 345 listeners, 335 listeners, 300 listeners this week would be amazing. Not gonna happen, but could you imagine? I've been laying the traps. Been trying to get people to say, "Hey guys, check out my podcast." We put the business cards at Vintage Vinyl in St. Louis. Put the stickers all on the loop. Uh, Hopefully, got a big battle with the IRS in the morning. In about 7 hours, I got a big battle with the IRS. Hopefully that goes well. If not, we'll see what happens after that. But yeah, I'm gonna cut this one. Well, not short. Get a little bit of time. It's good one. Good 25 minute episode, 23 minute episode. I don't know. No goose. But thanks guys. Appreciate all 565 downloads I've gotten so far. And here's for another 300.